on a little trail run this midday. Been waiting midday to try to let the, you know, the temps to warm up. It's been chilly, still cold right now. We've had a lot of rain. I'm running down here by the lake, tons of mud puddles on the trail. But anyhow, I want to talk just a quick minute, show you I'm actually using this watch, and that is basically it'll help you track your metrics, your runs. It'll keep your heart rate, your distance, and it uses Google Fit. So just use your Google account, what you use to sign into YouTube, and then your weightlifting days. It'll track your weightlifting. So basically, you can just help yourself improve all around, and it's been a good piece of gear. You can kind of keep up, make sure that what you're doing is working, you know. So I just want to show you that I'm actually using it, and it's a great tool for fitness. But not only for fitness, if let's say I got lost out here, I went off trail, I would be able to use my GPS to get back to wherever I was. So very useful tool watch.
All right, guys, so let's take a look at the ProTrack Smart. Casio flew out to the US here to meet with me, and you know, we went over the watch, did a little bit of Kali, taught him some Kali. The guy was a jiu-jitsu guy, and I had a great time, great people. You know, I've always worn G-Shock while I was in the military. You know, actually, you might remember this one. This style of G-Shock is what I wore. So I've been a Casio user for a long time, and before I used this style of G-Shock, I actually used the Casio Diver, which was a quartz and also a analog diver. You might have seen that style before. But so I've been a Casio fan for a long time, and so they flew out to meet me, and you know, I let them know that I was been a big fan of Casio. You know, I've had watches from all echelons, you know, and I just, you know, always go back to Casio. So anyhow, this is the ProTrack Smart. It is a technical smartwatch. So if you put this beside Apple Watch, it's got all the same functionality that a typical smartwatch would have. So you're getting all of that. You know, the reason why people buy smartwatches is to get your text messages. I've got my video cameras at my home set up to this, so I get notified of any movement, motion detection. I'm trying to think of what I got on this thing. You know, phone calls, I can talk through it. All that sort of stuff, and that's, you know, what really people pay a lot of money for a smartwatch. Now this, you know, is, you know, comparable with the smartwatch as far as cost, but it is packed with so much more features. Like I said, I've been using it to work out with, and you know, it's a phenomenal training tool. It is a tool watch, like it's designed to be a tool. I got the brochure here, and one thing I did want to say from the get-go is that this is military standard compliant. So it's low temperature, humidity, shocks, and vibration. And this was established by Department of Defense. And, you know, it's basically can be used in all sorts of environments. So the military aspect is there, you know, and they do have an all-black version for that. We've got, I can kind of just let you see kind of through this dual layer display, watch faces. You can change the watch faces. When Chin showed up and he had the G-Shock face, I wasn't rocking the G-Shock face, and he had that, and I had the camo. I said, man, I got to have that. I really dig it. I'll kind of get up on this display here and let you see. So we've got the typical G-Shock microphones here, and a compass there, but you can change these out. So that's the compass now, and I changed it to like seconds or step. I'm sorry, that's steps you take. So like what a Fitbit would do. Calories burned 821 already today, and then we got barometric pressure, how much energy is left in the watch, and altimeter there. And you can change these displays, and so if you let it cut off, you can see it's got like kind of like a basic display. So it has your date, time, and actual energy left on the watch. And we can also go straight to a map feature by hitting this button here, and it'll go GPS, and it'll show your location. So it is a GPS watch. That's the main functionality of the watch. So I hit that, and we're going to get to the GPS and show our location. So you've got different apps you can use for this. You got trekking app, so you got compass, check routes. You can actually plan routes and things like that. You can do navigation, actual navigation. We've got a fishing app, and it uses barometric pressure, I think, to check for fishing spots. You can see there the maps now coming up with the location, and so I can go in here and actually navigate. Sorry, I guess if I look at the watch, I'm looking through the camera to look at the watch. So if I go here, I can go point navigation, show direction, download a map, show my history and settings and all that sort of thing. So I can use it for that. Going through like what I'm talking about here about the fishing apps, you can mark spots, catch your catches, show the temperature, all that sort of thing. And so paddling, golf, swimming. So it is 50 bar, which is 5 bar, which is 50 meters. So you can wear it swimming. We've got original Casio apps here, and so what you have here is the main apps. So let me bring it in here for you. The main apps: trail running, trekking, fishing, cycling, paddling, snow. And I've used the cycling, the running, and the trail running thus far, and weightlifting. It has a weightlifting app, and I can actually pick up the movements you make and actually determine what exercises you're doing. So pretty cool aspect of that. But it's got a pretty good battery life. I'd say, it charges by this cable here, and essentially just magnetized, and it just locks into there. You see that light cuts on. It's an amber light or red light. While it's charging, it turns green whenever it's fully charged. And so it lasts about, I think, 40 hours is what I'm getting from it. And if you hold it down, we can kind of get the faces changed, so we can, do different faces, things like that. I really like that one. The G-Shock one. Also like this one, which is essentially like a chronograph style, and it has a date, window, time, all that sort of thing. We also have the compass there at the top. We can change that, but just by touching altimeter, how much energy on the watch, steps, and then the compass. I've got to spin it or something like that to get the compass going to, there we go. So there, now we got a compass. Reads your heart rate on the back. Very comfortable watch. It's kind of large, but I think, people dig it because of the size. It's a very, very comfortable and, just very useful. I could go all day about it. Like I get my emails through it, text through it. I got my Nike Run Club apps on here. You can track your activities. You can put agendas, alarms, your contacts, find your phone. It runs through Google Fit to keep track of your workout. You can use a flashlight on here. You can download other apps, and just tons of usefulness in this piece. One thing I did want to say is that there is an app that I saw in this book called Zombies Run, and for you that don't like running, it's definitely a pretty cool app. So you basically listen to a storyline. You're in the story, and you're basically running from zombies, and you're trying to collect supplies. You collect supplies along the way, and it's pretty fun. So you can help you run. You'll do sprints for running from zombies and things like that. But I downloaded that on here because it was in the book. A very cool app to get your heart rate up and kind of break up the monotony of running. Anyhow, guys, I really do enjoy this watch. I think it's a great tool. We'll put the links below so you can check it out. And as always, if you got any questions, leave them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching Black Scout Survival.